Ring,
that's
ring,
him phoning, sorry.
ring, ring, ringing
Hello.
on the phone, ringing. Hello.
What's up, dude? How's you?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
And,
I'm alright. Computer crashed just before we went to record all this.
I'm suspicious of when that happens because it always seems to happen when I ring.
Well, it's like, it's a Photoshop glitch, man. There's something wrong with Photoshop. I've been using Photoshop for I'm just currently trying to put a memory card into my drone. I have been using Photoshop for for a long time. Let's go, what age am I? 35. So let's go.
And some.
Yeah. Let's go like 22 years or something I've been using. So I've been using Photoshop since like Photoshop 4 or something. Like not CS. Not CS4, like 4. Like old school. But anyway, there's a tool in it, right? Called Free Transform. And you go
yes.
Command T just to transform. And forever you've just gone Command T Shift to scale transform something. So you can
they've switched that round, haven't they?
Yeah. I kind of feel like they've had an intern who's come in, who's come from some trendy friggin' startup, and he's been like, "Here, I got some ideas. Why are we all wasting time holding the Shift key? Let's switch this about so we don't have to." Okay, fine, but there are so many people that have used Photoshop the way we have. Let's not fuck with that. Just leave that alone. Go do something useful for Photoshop. Go find other things to fix. Don't fuck with the shit that we're all used to, because it does my head in. Anyway, that's just one small. There's a whole load of little things like that. Like now, sometimes you scale and it just snap transforms, and I'm like, what? Why? But there's weird glitches and stuff with it. I can't save. Sometimes I'll be using it, and then I'll try to save a JPEG to the desktop, and I'll hit save, go through the process, and it doesn't exist. It where I've saved it, it doesn't exist.
I've had that as well recently, but not just with Photoshop, with other things, where I'll save it to desktop. I'll then go to the desktop, like the actual physical desktop, I won't see it. Then I'll open up Finder, go to the desktop through Finder, and it's there.
Yeah.
And then it appears on the desktop. It's weird.
Mine doesn't even appear on the desktop. It just doesn't exist. And then it eventually just crashes and hangs my computer, and then I have to reboot.
I feel there's going to be a massive upgrade coming soon, because recently for some, like, you know how good Final Cut 10 is? Like, it just never crashes. Recently, I've had it crash just when I've been importing stuff for no reason at all.
Yeah.
Which is really bizarre. It's never done that before.
Yeah.
So I've got a feeling there's like a big upgrade or a big update or something coming. Or maybe it's got a virus.
Yeah, maybe. You messaged me this yesterday, actually, about Final Cut, and about 10 minutes, well, that's an exaggeration, 2 hours after you messaged me, Final Cut hung, and I was like, son of a bitch. But I have this super annoying keyboard, right? We're going to be very careful, because the last time I touched this, we fucked it. But there's a key at the top that's supposed to be the escape key, and it's not an escape key. So, do you know when you force quit stuff? I don't know how you do it, but on mine,
I do Option, Command, Escape.
Yeah, Command Alt Escape. Yeah, and my escape key doesn't exist, so I have to hit Function key to bring the escape key up. So I have to hold Command Alt Function Escape, and even at that, it decides when it wants to work.
I've never been a fan of Function. That whole FN button. I'm glad when they kind of. Oh no, they still got it here, but it doesn't. I don't really use it at all on the.
Well, I have a cheap third-party keyboard.
I don't even know what I have.
I have a cheap third-party keyboard there that I use when my MacBook's closed, because I have the small Apple keyboard. But it's how do you just say? Oh, it's the worst thing ever, because the Mac keyboard Bluetooth disconnects all the time. I've had a few of them.
Never had that problem.
It always does.
Is it the metal plate that's like touching your liver spot?
Could be. I just find it disconnects, whereas this cheap like £10 keyboard never disconnects. I switch on, it's just there. I'm like sick. But the other one, that's why I use the big wide wired keyboard, also because I like the full size keyboard.
Okay.
I like having a numeral pad on the right hand side for doing the calculations.
I've for doing your accounts mid-edit. Yeah. No, I've always been used to using a keyboard without a numeric pad on the side. A lot of other editors were like, how do you edit? And I'm like, well, I just don't use the numerical keypad.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
Dan uses one of those loop deck things when he edits photos. Oh, just twist the nipples again. Little actual analog dials when he edits a photo, and like I think that's insane, like actual insanity.
Yeah.
Because I think it's very cool, and you watch him do it. It's pretty quick, and for batch editing stuff, I'm sure it's amazing.
Is it kind of erotic as well?
Might be. Does he lube the buttons up before he tweaks them? I have no idea.
He lubes his loop.
We should get him on to talk about his loop deck. Dan, whip your loop deck out, fella. Give us a tweak.
What kind of lubricant do you use on your loop deck, Dan?
Yeah.
That's a lot of.
Is it just 3-in-1 oil? By the way, wearing shorts today.
So am I.
I'm wearing my surf shorts. I just thought.
I was wearing shorts yesterday as well. I mean, summer is basically here. I'm surprised they've managed to keep everyone in, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
It's
beautiful weather.
Bloody miracle.
Beautiful weather.
It's amazing.
So it's Friday. No, it's not Friday. What day is it today?
It's Saturday today.
Today's Saturday. Yesterday was Friends Friday. Friday with Friends.
It was a good
Christopher
Good Friday with Friends.
Brookhurst. Oh, don't say Good Friday here. We've got a very heavy Northern Ireland contingency.
Or would you just call it Friday?
It's not contingency. What's the word? Well, fuck. We just don't. Just best not mention. Don't call it Good Friday. And don't call it an agreement.
What is there some kind of agreement that went on?
Just not worth it. You never know. All right. So yesterday was a Friday.
I agree to not talk about it. Then.
Yeah, about a good Friday. It was a great Friday that we can be in agreement for. So yeah.
God. Okay.
There's a quick question, and I might sound like a total tit for this. In my hand, right here.
Oh my God! You just go on.
Is the Mavic? It's
kind of big.
The Mavic mouse, right?
The Mavic mouse.
Mavic Mini. PM called it a Mavic mouse, and I can't get that out of my head now. So that's my.
Boris Johnson called it.
Yeah, the PM. The PM. Yeah. Okay. Tell me this. Good. I mean, okay, look, I'm not a
riddle me this.
I'm not a big drone guy, right? As in, I've owned that drone.
You've got a Mavic Mini.
Yeah, since. What's wrong with the Mavic Mini? Well, it's a great drone.
No, it is. Yeah.
Had it up in the air the other day because that's what it's for.
You had your Mini up in the air.
I just whipped my Mini out in the garden and just sent it up into the air. How do you format the card? Legit.
It's in settings.
But obviously on the app. I do that on the app on my phone.
You don't have a controller with it, do you? Oh no, of course you don't, do you? Because
it's a tiny little thing.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it should be in your phone somewhere.
Okay, so
it's weird. It's in the bit where you have your histogram and you can set that stuff.
No, it's a Mavic Mini, buddy. Let's just be grateful. There's only up and down, left and right on it. It barely does. It doesn't really give you many options. I actually love it. It's the perfect drone for me. It's small. It's light. It's affordable. Easy to fly. I absolutely love it. But it's
everything you're not.
Yeah. Cheap, light, affordable. I'm not. Yeah, true. But I can't format the card. I keep forgetting, and I keep sticking it in. And then only when I bring it back on the computer, I'm like, must format this card, and then I take it off and put it back in. And I'm like, if it has the same
interface on the phone, it should be. It's in settings, and it's right at the bottom. Brilliant. It's kind of hard to find. It's not an easy place to find.
I'll Google it. It's all right. I should have just Googled it instead of asking you here on this podcast. But
I mean, it's hard to describe it.
In the phone settings is fine. I can work that out. I was just like, I thought this conversation would go like this. Ryan, how do I format the card? And you would go, you do it on the phone in the app. And I go, okay, cool.
You do it on the phone.
Well, yeah, that's. I didn't expect this to become such a big thing. I thought like that would be.
But it's like as if you're you've got it all set up and you're about to fly, so you can see what you're watching, like the camera, and it's in there somewhere. It's in the settings there. You have to click up the top right hand side and then go down to the bottom, and it will say format SD card.
All right, cool. We'll do that.
Cheers,
do that
great.
Now.
The listeners are not going to get that time back.
So there you go, guys. If you've got a Mavic Mini and you can't format your card, just Google it. It'll be quicker than speaking to Ryan.
Well, yeah. Stupid question, stupid answer. There we go. What's next on the agenda? Because I got something. Obviously COVID-19. There's whenever there is a mass panic about something or something significant happens, there's obviously a lot of fraud and criminal activity that goes along with that.
Yeah.
And Well, basically, at the moment, in Africa, that's where a lot of the, the cybercrime happens. And they'll phone people up, email them, that kind of thing. And at the moment, what they're doing is they're selling lots of masks. Like, you phone them up and go, oh, yeah, I'll have 300,000 masks. And they'll go, yeah, sure, that's fine. That's, however many million. And then they never send them and rip you off. But also, there's been a lot of emails going around from these kind of places, and basically, so email fraud is up and up. And my granddad, who's 90, he got one of these emails the other day in reference to coronavirus or something. And he what he usually does is forwards us the email, because he's usually pretty good about deleting all these things, but sometimes he's not quite sure. And my sister deals with all his banking because he can't always hear on the phone, that kind of thing, blah blah blah. And so he got an email the other day saying that they'd managed to get onto his computer. He has an iPad.
Of course.
They'd seen all his nudes and all the other videos he has.
Brilliant.
And if he doesn't give them 1,900 Bitcoin, they're going to send them to everyone in his mailing list.
Great.
And he forwarded it to me and my sister. And he said, I'm not so worried about the nudes, but can you make sure my bank details are all safe?
Yeah, he's happy for people to see those. That's okay.
And I was part of me going, is that a joke saying, ha ha, there's no nudes on there? Or is that, maybe there are nudes on there and he doesn't give a shit because he's 90?
Yeah, he's like, look, just check. You're thinking, I know what he's saying. Check this is legitimately not a fucking real email or an illegitimate email. But there's a chance that your granddad sent a few of those.
Has got, yeah. I've not seen him, so
that's good.
And usually I have to fix his iPad and stuff, and I've not seen anything on there. It's usually the only pictures you get on there are when he's turned the camera on by accident, and it's just like zoomed into up his nose as he's tried to take a picture of something outside his house.
So he does still maintain camera operations on his devices, yeah? Like he still...
yeah, he doesn't. He tends to just do it when he gets sent a letter and he can't read it properly, and it's just for us to read and go, yeah, that's fine. You need to do this, that, whatever. But generally, I've not seen him taking any nudes or have any idea about my granddad and any other nudes that he has in his computer system. But isn't that funny? It's just like people are just relentless, where they just. I mean, because there's someone somewhere going to go, shit, I've got nudes on my laptop, whatever. I don't even know what Bitcoin is.
It gets to a point though where you just think like, it's not worth it. Just let them send the nudes. Who cares? Like, does it really matter?
Yeah.
So use a foot of your dick on the internet. That's it.
But I don't think they
talking about that. I was on Twitter today, just scrolling through Twitter. All right.
Like, dick pic?
Yeah. Just randomly.
Black man's penis?
No.
The black, not the mean penis.
Full on, just a dude in the shower, just rubbing one out in my Twitter feed.
Was that Cody Werner?
I was like...
Because he was talking about showers today.
No. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, why is this in my news feed? Hello, Twitter.
Hey,
get this flaccid penis out of my fucking face. So then I was like, obviously I clicked on the profile.
I worry about your Google history.
Well, yeah, I know. Jesus, after yesterday. But I was like, Jesus, what is this about? So let's get round to that. Or should we? Is that even worth going to?
No, we shouldn't, probably.
No?
Oh, we've kind of opened the door now, haven't we?
Well, you decide whether we want to come back to it. It's up to you.
Yeah, let's go.
But anyway, I clicked on this profile. Also, side note, my computer has just restarted itself because it did that auto update. You know that update thing? We should like to update your computer, and you were always clicking tomorrow. I accidentally clicked install as it popped up. So now it's just.
So how are you recording audio?
No, the other computer. I don't know what it's doing. The iMac. So I don't know what the fuck it's doing now. It's updated something. Anyway, so flaccid penis.
Cool
so
beans.
there I am, Twitter guy just chuffing one out on my Twitter sphere, and I'm like, well, this is weird. So I click on it and I go in. I'm like, do I know a dude? Is this an accident? Has someone accidentally posted this? And then I'm like, no, I'm just. Oh, my window's falling apart. Jesus, I fixed the bit in my window here as a trial period. I built a little foam board thing to go there. Another day. So I clicked on it and I was like, why am I happen to just randomly be following this like all male
porn site.
No, like an all male erotic Twitter page.
Oh yeah, randomly.
Yeah,
Is
I was
that what you
like,
call
I'm pretty
it?
sure I unsubscribed from all of this,
I
including
what you
all
mean,
printed.
You knowingly subscribed.
Yeah, no, I don't know what it was.
This was back before I met Pamela.
But you know, like, but the thing was, the dude's name was like something totally irrelevant. It was like it was all none of it made sense. It was
like Johnny Fucksticks, or like B2.
It's just like Mr. Whip Your Dick Out or something like that. No, his name was something like DJ, flippin' insane or something like that. It was a DJ and then something. And I was like, because at first I was like, oh, this dude must have posted this by accident because it's clearly a DJ page. And I'm like, why am I following a DJ page anyway? And I clicked on the page. I'm like, and it's like DJ whatever. And the description was just like, up for erotic nights in Dublin. And I was like, the fuck is this? Like, has this just like added itself to my page? Have I accidentally just because I follow like, and I don't follow for follows on Twitter at all. So, but I don't think I follow as carefully on Twitter as I would on like Instagram. So I wonder if I just LinkedIn. But it could also have been a page that got flipped at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could have been something else.
Like he was a DJ and now he's an erotic male
Well,
star.
no, that someone maybe hacked his account ages ago, or someone because I've had friends who have had accounts and then they've like sold them on or like given them to people and people just flipped it into something else. Like so you like start a share page all about the local community, people share it and you get to 20,000 and you go flip motherfucker and you sell it to someone.
Here's
and
a picture of my cat.
Suddenly you're following like a herbal tea account. You're like, the fuck is this? Because someone's flipped it. So there you go.
That happened.
Just a dude in the shower rubbing one out. That was one of the first things I saw today when I woke up. Open your eyes, yawn, guy with his dick in his hand. I was like, Jesus, this is going to be a long day.
Wow. Well, that's quite eye-opening.
Well,
there you go.
I'm not even going to say anything after that.
Pretty good. No, let's just leave it there.
So that's where that is. That's where that is. But yeah, no fraud. Didn't try to get me to sign up to anything. So... yeah.
Oh, by the way, I've got my super fast Virgin broadband now.
Oh yeah, notice the difference?
It only took 24 hours. On downloads they have, not necessarily on uploads. But I haven't really been paying attention. I kind of get the feeling I should probably reset the internet box thing. What's it called?
Potentially.
Yeah, just to like switch it off and on again, just to reboot it and reboot my computer, thinking that will probably make a difference.
Just some proper tech work is what you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, well, it is. We did start out with tech, so I thought we'd just carry it on. Tech, fraud, porn, tech.
Yeah.
Goes hand in hand.
Can I just say, when you like I don't know. Well, if you see, look at my room right now. What do you think of this? Because this is much better. I've completely sealed this window, both windows. So I've taken what used to be the acoustic panels in my Belfast studio. I've cut them to fit the windows. At the minute, they're duct taped in place. But I have ordered some Velcro strips. I'm going to strip around there, and I can just do it in there.
Have you just done it on the actual glass so you can still open the window nicely?
No, I've done it on the frame, but it's still the window still opens.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, but it's great.
That's
Apart from it just keeps falling down every 2 seconds right now. But it's temporary. I was testing it. But we are all artificial light today, folks, and I am loving it. There's no overexposure. There's no light blowing through the sides. This is it. This is the future.
Yeah. No, I'm still natural light on the outside. Although I fixed the curtainy thing a bit now, so it's not so leery.
What happened yesterday to your footage?
Oh, fucking just don't even start. You know that I Dilloned it basically.
Excuse me.
I Dilloned it. I took a shit all over it.
Yeah.
Oh. It was dog eggs.
It was
horrible.
It was
utterly horrible, and there's no excuse apart from laziness.
Yeah,
to be quite honest.
See, normally, folks, if you're watching this, Ryan's very anal about his stuff. Well, anal's not the right word. Professional. He's all about the details, and that's why the two of us work together so well. He's about the details. I'm not about the details.
No.
But yeah, normally it's when that shit happens, it's me. But I laughed when I saw the footage. I was like, and I love that you just were like, fuck it. Doesn't matter. That's what today I will look pink. I'm happy with that.
No,
just went for it.
I tried to fix it and then I don't want to bore people with the details. Basically,
you could
I
just
fucked it.
Tell the story with a smile.
I fucked it. Ching. That's all you need to know.
Yeah,
it was
totally
just.
fucked it. It was great.
I had my camera set up for something else I was doing, and then I forgot to set it back.
Was it a shower video by any chance for Twitter?
Maybe. Who knows? It was for a Danger Mouse porn video. No, it was
Oh my goodness.
No, I can't. It was something else I was doing.
Okay.
And I didn't reset it, and I fucked it, and I looked stupid.
Yeah, don't matter anymore.
Matter.
It's fine. It was yesterday. Yeah. Here, this is funny.
Yeah.
But that was quite a process, so it was all a bit delayed. So I was literally posting it just before we started recording this episode. It's all should be
Chris
live.
had trouble uploading it, and then I couldn't download his, and then we had to it's
irrelevant. Yeah. Don't worry about it. We got there in the end. But what I was thinking was, while I was uploading it, I was thinking, I don't give a fuck about this episode anymore because we're about to record a new one. That is so weird. It's putting up daily content like this, because it's not like daily content on Instagram where it's filmed and edited pretty much in real time and it's up as you do it. Because you're doing it and uploading the next day, I don't give a shit about the episode that I'm uploading because I'm already thinking about the episode we're about to record.
Yeah, that's kind of where I got to that, because we had the trouble uploading, and I was like, by the time I managed to get hold of Chris's footage, and I was trying to fix mine, and I spent 5 minutes trying to fix it, and went, I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't care. It's like sometimes you just have to go, I totally fucked that.
Yeah,
and that's it. And
all right,
that's the way it is.
Well, okay, so
but if you're listening to it, it's awesome.
It's all sound. Yeah, we sound great. I hope we sound great. Yeah. So okay, let's go on a little let's go on a little journey here.
Oh, do I need a seatbelt?
What have you been looking at on social media? What's the weirdest thing you've seen? What have you been? Have you seen anything that you've gone, wow, that was interesting, didn't expect to see that on your social media? Because I'm thinking of something we've been talking about, and I just thought, wonder if you'll say it. It's got to do with the weather.
No, I don't think so. All I see is I'm trying to stay off it, to be honest, because I just can't be bothered with it. If it's no, I have not seen anything of note. It's all to do with Tiger King or fucking coronavirus.
What about sun tanning?
Not seen anything on sun tanning.
You haven't seen anyone doing anyone sun tanning. So no one's been sunbathing.
No.
So you haven't. There's no one. There's no like long-haired content creators that have been sun tanning that you've maybe seen that you want to just talk about for 5 minutes.
No, I just want to talk about it, but I don't know who you're talking about.
It's someone that's maybe from England that maybe lives in South Africa that's been sun tanning.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about now. How do you want to broach this?
I just want you to explain to the audience what it is you saw, because you shared it with me and you said, have you seen this? And I went, I don't know if that's an autocorrect or if that's what's happened in real life. But then I went and looked, and it was legit, and it happened.
Yeah. Well, I guess you put it on the internet so we can say his name, can't we? Of course we can,
yeah.
Okay, it's our friend Mr. Ben Brown, who we used to be.
Well, you're
like
saying friend. It's just a guy from the internet. Like, you know, he's
he's
not going to come on this show. He's not like our Friday friend.
But I'd say that about, like, you know, our friend Robert Downey Jr.
Yes. Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
Rob.
our friend Will Smith.
Yeah. Never replies to my messages.
Never replies. No.
So Ben Brown.
So I saw he's taken quite a spiritual journey recently, which is very interesting. A lot of people don't like it. I kind of find it interesting.
I like it.
And no, some of it's really amazing. Some of it's like it's a bit too much for me. And what I saw, it was a little too much for me. Or was it about right amount? I have no idea. But anyway, normally he does all these yoga poses, meditations, and he's into some like weird spiritual stuff, which is, you know, interesting. But this one story he put up, there was a picture of him with his legs akimbo in the air, and I didn't really know what he was doing because he'd covered up the sort of the crotch area, and then I read the text on it, and he was basically sunning his perineum. Was it perineum? Perineum.
His arsehole.
His arsehole. The bit between it's called the bit between your balls and your crack.
Oh, your gooch.
Your gooch, yeah.
I thought he was.
That's what. It's called a perineum. A perineum.
I think most of us call it a gooch. But is that what he was sunbathing? Because I thought he was sunbathing his butthole.
No. The perineum or whatever it's called is the bit in between.
Yeah, gooch.
And so apparently, apparently that's an ancient Aztec thing.
Fuck, you remember that information? Holy shit.
Yeah, well, no, I was just so intrigued by the whole thing. It was like I've seen some pretty weird spiritual shit. My friend James in the States, he's into a lot of like crystals and weird sort of stuff. But that I have never seen in my life. And I thought, Wow. And what was interesting was the response that he got, because a lot of his fans used to like old Ben Brown.
Yeah.
Which is like sporty vlogging.
Yeah.
You know,
jock. He was a bit of a jock, wasn't he?
A bit of a jock, yeah. And now he's sort of gone completely 360 on that, and now he's doing this spiritual journey, and a lot of his old fans don't like it, and some were saying he's into some weird voodoo and you shouldn't get into this bad medicine and all this stuff, and it's like, geez, just chill out, man. The guy's just out there sunning his arsehole.
I know.
I mean, just leave him alone.
This is the bit that I didn't get, because people were like, what, like they're criticizing him for, and I'm like, he ain't out in the middle of the street with his ring out. He's just in his back garden, jam roll, pointing at the sun. And he's just getting a bit of vitamin
D,
and
vitamin D to his old.
I personally, I've like, because I've actually met Ben. He was in Belfast years ago. Him and Nicole, and spoke to him and chatted to him. And he's a really nice guy. And he was kind of in that jock stage. And I feel like I think from what I've gathered from this journey is that he has struggled trying to impress people and create content for people. And he just went on this like a bender, wasn't it? And just kind of like broke down, didn't really know what to do, like stepped away from it all, and then came back and dated this other girl, and then she took him on part of this journey, and then he just turned into like, because at first I was like, his stories they're just like what are those things called, the pipes, and you turn them in your eye.
Oh, kaleidoscopes. Everything was just like kaleidoscope stuff, and with
like
this hippie music.
Yeah, hippie music. Yeah. But I thought it's been quite interesting, because he's been real honest about it, and like, it's not necessarily for everyone, but I've quite enjoyed watching it and thought it's quite interesting, and seen like, I've quite liked what he's been at. He's done some weird things, you know, like I'm not going out to, you know, sunbathe my sphincter.
You were thinking about it though, weren't you?
It's just I've got neighbours that are very close.
Because when you see something like that, there's part of you that goes, he's fucking mental. Yeah. And the other part of you's like,
but wouldn't it be good to have a suntan there?
Maybe. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's for I don't think, like, when he said sunning it, I don't think it's to get a tan. It's to like, because it's, I don't know, it centralizes your chi or something. I don't know.
Right.
You have to look it up. But it was like, it was because, you know, sometimes there's this ancient thing as well where apparently when you look into the sun, I know everyone says it's bad for you, but there's a point just before when the sun hits the horizon as it's setting, when you should look into the sun for about 30 seconds. And apparently the Aztecs or the Indians used to do this. And it's very good for you because it's not so bright it blinds you. And it's to do with the time of day and, you know, all that spiritual stuff. So it's something like that, except he's doing it with his bum.
Brilliant. Well, there you go. That's another episode of the Over and Out show. Today we've discussed, you know,
tech,
people in
keyboards.
Africa trying to steal your money and sell your
my
nudes.
granddad's money.
Yeah, loads of tech about keyboards and the best
Ben
way
Brown's asshole
to sun your asshole. So, I guess thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I hope you take something away from that. Don't send us your asshole sunshine pics. We don't want them, but we'll
give it a go if you want. Or look it up.
Let us know if you try it. And
let us know if you try it. Don't want to see it.
No pics, though.
Yeah.
No pics.
Yeah, no pics. No nudes, no pics, no assholes.
See you tomorrow.